The Ronster nearly got a monster. So don't let it come out the side, Eric. What are you doing, Eric? Now this, I would consider being like the perfect lift. All right, so as you can see this morning, we're sitting with a pool deck. We've got a fiberglass shell, which is a problem. We got pavers that are inlaid in the concrete slab itself, which is a problem. We've got a lot of moving parts we've got to sort out. We're raising this pool deck. We've drilled a 3/8 hole over there. We're trying to lift this slab with the pavers to match the fiberglass pool without blowing the pool wall out. So far we're looking good. We've got it up probably about an inch already, but we've got this whole side to do here. So we're starting on this side, lifting this. So where we do have existing cracks, we don't want to form any more. So we're getting separation here on this side, which is fine, because this has definitely come up a whole bunch here. That slab's come up a lot there. Eric, I don't want to get too much. We can come back to this one. Yeah. Lots of little squirts because we don't want to get too over-eager. Let that set up. Is that dial moving, Eric?
Nope.
Good, so we got this corner stabilized. We got a bit of lift out of it, but not enough yet. So we're just stabilizing this corner first. Moving down this line here, because it's so close to the fiberglass pool, we don't want to put too much foam. I don't want to get too much lift and break this up any more than it already is. So we're doing little bits at a time, moving down this line. And as soon as we're starting to get a bit of lift on the micrometers, we're moving on. We'll come backwards and forwards down this line. Softer underneath here than I thought. And because this property slopes down that way, there's a lot of soil migration over the years. That's why it's all sunk. But I think the soil is very soft underneath here as well. As long as that dial keeps moving, because I don't want these bricks to stay behind. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this slab is pretty thick. And these pavers were inlaid in that, so there's a little bit of concrete under there, but it's not obviously 4 inches thick.
Yeah.
Hello, puppy. Hello, puppy.
Little mopper. I know.
Very good. Got some good lift on that. Now Eric's going back to the hole. I've just drilled behind him so that we don't break the slab. If we give too much material in one, get too much lift in one area, we could get the concrete breaking up and separating, which obviously we don't want. Even though the foam comes out like that, we let it harden up a bit, and then it'll block the path of least resistance. I know it sounds kind of fancy, but it's what it does.
It does seem to be lifting very slowly.
Oh yeah, it's lifting. I think the soil's just so soft underneath, and every time it gets some good lift, it means it's forming its own void again as well, because it's lifting in this area, but there's still voids here. So we get good lift, and then the material starts spreading around, filling its own void. Pop goes the weasel. All right, next hole. Yeah, you see that's not great. It's not really what we want because the bricks are staying behind. Actually, come start here, Eric. It's poured as one, and then the bricks are laid into it. So that's 4 inches thick, but these pavers are about 2 inches. So there's only 2 inches underneath there. So you've got 4 inches going down to 2. Now we're trying to lift that, but what's happened here, you can see this old crack running along there, which right through to there. And I'm saying that the concrete below the pavers has broken off. That's why we're getting good lift on the paving, on the concrete slab, but the pavers aren't coming up with it because it's broken off underneath there, and you can see that by the old crack running along there. So that's why the pavers haven't come up. This is very tricky. I'd rather be lifting a whole house than doing this. It'd be easier. You got any movement there, Eric? Okay, don't worry about it. Just keep pumping short shots. A lot of little bits in between. So we've done this section here. It has come up quite a bit, which is great. We're going to keep coming back here. But what's happened here now, and this is what I was afraid of with this job, is that we're getting lift on the outside here, right? But you see this section here, that concrete below there is broken off. So the pavers are kind of staying behind. But now what I'm going to do is starting that side and working our way this way. Hopefully we can get it to lift up. But you see how the foams come up between, yeah?
Right, yeah.
So that's where that crack is, where it hasn't come up in between there, a little bit there. But we're going to go backwards and forwards. And I'm hoping we can get some lift out of this concrete slab here.
Right.
But we've already got quite a bit. You can see how much it's come up here in the corner.
Right.
That whole slab's come up a lot there. So we'll just keep moving backwards and forwards. Those two there are fine. I'm not worried about that. But this is the section that I told you about as well, that I'm concerned about the way that it was poured.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So, but we'll keep at it. We'll get it as best as we can. We'll get it as best as we can. But fortunately, the foam hasn't gone up and pushed the, push that concrete up. So,
Okay.
so for now, we're doing good. A little bit at a time.
Okay.
Little bit at a time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's been lifting a lot.
Oh, good. What's
behind
wrong?
Crack.
Hey?
Crack.
Oh, did you crack it?
Right here underneath my chair, see?
Yeah, because what happens, it's like, once we start getting foam under there and it starts lifting it, because it's narrow, it's a long narrow section, it will break easily. If it was a big wide area, there'd be more surface area, but because we're localizing it in the center, that's what causes it to crack like this. And again, it's a surface crack. I mean, a crack's a crack, but at least we've stabilized it. There's a huge footer there. I tried to get underneath it with a pry bar, which I was hoping I could do, but there's such a big footer, which is now keeping the material from blowing out the side, because it's keeping the material within there, which is a good thing. We're not getting any waste material except what's coming up through the holes or the cracks, but it's not blowing out on the sides, which is a good thing. We're keeping all the material underneath the slab where it should be. But it's a heavy slab with the extra footer that it's got on it. Yeah, it's small stuff there. This has got that horrible footer. So now we're just lifting this little piece up, but I'm using the pry bar to assist the lift, which means I'm forming a void on the outside, lifting it with a pry bar, so we get the flow of material where we want it on the outside of the slab, not the inside. Eric's putting a bit of foam there. Said, don't let it come out the side, Eric. What are you doing, Eric?
I mean, so little foam.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like a 3-second burst. And
Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're nearly there. A little bit more, Eric. I'm just waiting for the foam to support it now, so when I take the pry bar away, it doesn't drop down, which means at that point that the foam's supporting it, but there's still a little bit of movement. And then Eric can come to this hole here, because now he's getting foam under there, which is great. It's lifting and supporting that. Fill the voids up there. It's coming out here now.
okay.
Now let that settle up. Now this is lifting very nicely. Fortunately, this is the easiest slab, I think, for today.
Maybe that one.
Yeah, this one we're just going to give a whack of material at once and just see what happens.
Okay.
Just let it rip on that one. You can see the lift we got there. Style's moving nicely. We're almost where we want to be on this one.
Okay.
And we haven't been using the pry bar, meaning the foam's doing all the lifting, compacting the soil, getting really hard underneath. So that's why I'm not using the pry bar now. Creates its own void and then it's got to fill it. One more shot there, Eric.
See if we can get some good lift here.
There we go. Yep, that's it. Look at that. Mind your foot, Eric.
Yep.
All right. There definitely is something fun about being on this end of the gun. There we go. Look at the turning there, dude. That's what I like. See? This is how the old guys do it. Got some relief down there. That's a nice lift right there. Oh yeah. That's how we do it. Now this, I would consider being like the perfect lift. That is the objective of the game, is to raise concrete.
I mean,
We
you
level
can just see
concrete
how
for business, Eric.
Minimal
Thought you'd know
material
that
being
by now.
used, maximum lift.
And it's just a perfect slab until it pops. But that was just the
Gutter?
that was just the gutter popping. Didn't break anything. There was the absolute perfect lift on that. That's the way we like it. Keep going. Well, that is the objective of the game, is to raise concrete. We level concrete for business, Eric. I thought you'd know that by now. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Make for a good video, right, Jack?
Yeah.
Keep going, Eric.
It's coming out at the cracks.
Yep. All right, let that set up. That went good. I mean, that's perfect situation because it's a nice big slab. It's not binding anywhere. There's no cracks in the slab. So that's perfect. That's what we like doing. These last 3 slabs have been absolutely perfect. But that other side, we're going to mess with another couple of hours to try and just figure something out. I don't know if we're going to get it perfect or not, but yeah, we still got a couple of hours on that side. That's why I wanted to get this done. Keep going, Eric. You know what? I think we got material that moved to the back. Just wait a bit, Eric. Hey? Is it moving? Stop. Just give short shots now, Eric. Yeah, just give short shots there. I don't want the back to lift up anymore.
Slower.
Well, it was lifting the whole slab. I want to drill a hole closer to the corner so we can localize the lift in that corner. But we did get very good lift. How's it looking, Eric?
Well, it's moving, but some relief foam squared outside.
Is it not moving?
It was moving, yeah.
So we got that corner up perfectly there and there, but this is still a bit low, you can see here. And I want to try and match it with this as close as we can.
It's moving like crazy.
Yeah. And see, and again, the problem here is that's all moving, but these aren't moving with it. So anyway, I want to try and close that crack up there, which we're doing, and try and match this a little bit better. But we're getting good lift, right, Mr. Eric, man?
Oh my God.
See, it's like me blaming Eric now for messing up my new lines. Good job, Eric. Is it still moving, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. At least the foam's spreading where we wanted to go. There we go.
Moving now.
The Ronster nearly got a monster. Now that's come up really nice there, Eric. That's awesome. I like that. And unfortunately, this piece here is broken off as well, so you're not getting lift there. But it is so much clearer. Give it one more shot there, Eric. Let's see if we get good turning on that. All right, Eric, let's do that hole there.
Are we level there?
No. Give it another shot. Give it another shot then. See, we level, yeah, and that because this has come up a little bit more, and it should. I mean,
Still going up.
still moving nicely.
Yeah.
I don't want to get it too. I mean, I do want that to be pretty close, but I don't want that to
Yeah.
lift up there.
Right.
All right, that's good, Eric. I like that. That lift was very good. Now we're going to try and get this corner up here. I'd like to get that up. It is nice and hot, but look at our view, man. It's the view from our office today. Can't complain about that.
Relief.
You're not getting any lift, Eric?
Not yet.
All right, just let that set up. Oh, good. Nice going, Eric. Keep doing that till you get it almost level.
Exit routes, then it.
Yeah. Keep doing that, Eric.
Wow. You can hear the gutters creaking.
How are we looking?
Good. It's lifting on the back right here, though.
Okay, then let's stop there, Eric. How much has it gone up there?
Pretty close.
Huh?
Pretty.
Check that back part there. See if this has come up substantially, but I think.
Yeah, that's come up way too much there.
Okay. Get out.
Yeah. All right, so these slabs here, we got lifted very, very well. You can see we got a little bit of relief foam coming out the side there, which means it just filled the void, moved that way, which is great. We raised this up here, we got this up 95% here, but we had to balance it because it was starting to lift this side, so we had to get the best of both worlds, a little bit low there, a little bit high there. but it's great. This slab, yeah, we got lifted perfectly. You can see where we got relief foam coming out of the cracks, which means the material spread out in those areas, came out in the cracks, supported and lifted everything. This slab has come up perfectly. It's completely level there. It's level there. This slab didn't move as evenly as we thought, so there's a little bit of unevenness here, but it's not bad at all. It's not even a trip hazard at this point. And then this little slab we got up really well as well. We got a bunch of material. Because it's so small, a lot of material is pushing out. You can see all the excess that we've cleaned up already, moved out the way so we could see what we were doing, but
So
a little bit of wastage.
So it's 95% perfect.
I would say it's 95% perfect. Yeah, 95% of where it was originally poured. So that's good. And then if you consider the cost behind it, of tearing it out, replacing it, the time, the permitting, 95% is not bad for an old slab. So we're gonna move around that edge and continue there. You can actually still physically see it's dipped down there. We got it up quite a bit, but it's not 100% or even 95%. So we're gonna work our way back down there to try and get that sorted out. Getting lift, Eric? Give short shots, eh? Is it lifting?
No.
Watch that crack on your left leg, yeah? It probably will go up because it's broken apart, but we don't want to lift it too much.
I don't know if this is coming up and that's staying.
Probably. Good, we got a lot of lift, but the pavers are staying behind, meaning the guy can always do something with the pavers, you know, reset the pavers. He might want to do that because the pavers are staying behind, and he might want to lift those up and just repave them to get them level with the concrete and the edge of the pool. I did just knock it here, but I heard something before. Okay, go.
Right in my ass.
Hope you got that, Jack. That came out the hole that I drilled. Just leave it. Don't touch
Yeah,
anything.
it's all over my back.
I know, but if you touch it, it's going to make it worse. I know it's probably irritating and you want to do it, but don't. Don't do it, Eric. Don't do it.
How do you feel about it?
Not great because it's not as much as we wanted. Very little. Very little. It's still not a bad thing. It means it's stabilizing filling the voids and stabilizing it, but not lifting up as much as we wanted it to. Whoop, here it comes out the sprinkler.
What?
You can't film that from the shade. You've got to be in the action. The action is in the sun. Look what you missed. It was a beautiful eruption. Looked like St. Helens. If that goes clockwise, that's lifting and the bricks aren't. Yeah, that means that the concrete's coming up.
Yep.
But the pavers aren't. All right, so we got these slabs lifted up so well today. You can see this area. We raised that one up probably about 3 inches in the corner. This one 2 inches here, sloping down. We got this little piece to come up here about 1.5 inches. It was dipping away from the pool. We drilled some foam here to raise this corner. This is a really tricky job because we have a fiberglass pool, which is always difficult when we don't want the foam going towards the pool and blowing the wall out. So we're going to be very sensitive on how much foam we're putting under there while obtaining lift out of the slab. We don't want the foam to move sideways and blow the pool wall out. So it was a very sensitive job today. It took us the best part of 4 hours, perhaps 4.5 hours. If it was just raising regular slabs, probably been about 2 hours. But being this sensitive, we're going to move around a lot, little piece by piece. We got this side raised up here as well. Yeah, you can see this whole corner was dropped down a lot. We had a bit of an issue with the pavers that were inlaid in the concrete, which made it really difficult. So we got the concrete up, but the pavers didn't come up with it, which was kind of expecting. Eric and I spent, probably that's where we spent all our time, the 3 hours extra there on this job. And if you guys need any concrete repair, foundation repairs in Florida, Tampa Bay area, give us a call on the number below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check this one out right here. Thanks guys for watching. See you next time.